So we've got a carbine, an 1895 Spanish carbine. Originally this was a 7.57 rifle, but now it's a 308. There's a lot of conjecture about actually using a 308 in the small ring Mauser Carbine actions, but from what I've been able to gather, the Nato pressure rounds are fine to shoot, and that's what I've been loading up. Now, one thing about these little rifles is the socks tend to crack when you do shoot full house 308 Winchester rounds in them. So this one here was cracked up around the wrist. So I tried repairing it once just by using some araldite, and it didn't work. And then I tried repairing it again using some resin, and that didn't work. I even went as far as drilling holes in the stock to get the resin to seep in and whatnot. But in the end I thought, nope, there's a bigger reason why that keeps on happening. So I drilled out the rear of the stock down through where there was a small steel pillar in there. I removed that and I put a 5/8 pillar in there instead. So, and I've also bedded the around the tang area, and it seems to have done the trick. It's no longer putting pressure on the stock on the wrist. So, and this one here I've just done up with some Devcon to stop it from coming apart again. It's a great little rifle. You'd think that it'd have a whole heap of recoil, but it's not as bad as some other rifles that I own. It's good fun. It's an internal magazine. You put 5 rounds into it, and away you go. I've spent a lot of time doing up the stock. Once again, it's a linseed oil finish because I still think that that's the best finish that you'll ever get on a nice timber rifle. So unfortunately I did put a small ding in it, just a very small one, when I was doing all of that work to it recently. So I couldn't find an original sling for it, so when I was at a gun show I found this sling. It's basically the exact same principle as, or exact same look as the original Spanish sling. This one's from a French mass bolt action rifle, and it does the job quite nice. Over your shoulder you go. Anyway, let's take some shots with it. So down there we've got a couple of concrete bricks, and we've also got a water jug sitting on top of a 20-litre drum. So let's load this thing up. I don't have any stripper clips for it today. I do at home, just couldn't have been bothered bringing them out. So it's a double stacked mag. Okay, so there's 5 rounds. Now let's have a bit of fun. Okay, I was a little bit low and it ricocheted off the ground and into the bank. Low again. We're at a distance of 50 metres, so I should be hitting it. That was a bit closer to the target. There we go, there goes the first one. Took me 5 rounds to get onto it, can you believe that? I can. Alright, so come over and I'll show you how we load this one up. So you just pick up your rounds and just slot them in. So you can only put 5 in. Nice and easy to load. It's actually easy to load with a stripper clip as well. So there you go, 5 rounds. We're ready to go again. So we've got another brick down there. We'll see if we can land one on it. It was just to the low, just low and to the left that time. Very close. The windage was right. Just to the right. one doesn't want to go. So what we're shooting today is they're hand loads that I've done myself. So they're 155 grain quote tail hollow point. They're a matched projectile. These projectiles are actually made here in Australia. They're called a Dyer HBC, high ballistic coefficient, and they're basically on a par, if not better than the Sierra Match Kings. So they're the projectile that is used in all the full bore target rifle, and in the States it's called Palmer match rifle shooting. Alright, let's see if we can get that brick. There it goes. Okay. Now we've got a 20-litre drum sitting down there, and on that we've got a 5-litre water tub with some really bad looking water. We'll see what we can do to it. First shot, it was a big target. Alright, let's see if I can put some on the little hanging gong. Close. That was very high. Alright, we'll go 5 more and see how we go. Before we do that, I will show you the safety on this rifle. Okay, so we've got a magazine fully loaded. Okay, it's a 3-position safety. That's fire where it is now. This one here, it's now safe. But what you can do is you can actually then open up and unload the rifle. Okay, we'll close that one back down, and then you've got another safe position here, and it completely locks the bolt in place and you can't shoot it at all. So it's very, very handy being able to unload the rifle knowing that you're not going to fire it. So alright, we'll try and put 5 more on that gong, see how we go. Fire that time. Last round. Let's use the sling. And I missed. It's quite a small gong. It's only 120 millimeters, so around about, well, it's under 5 inches. So 50 meters. That's quite a small target for a military rifle. So it gets very hot very quickly. Even the rear sight gets very hot very quick. I'll show you the rear sight. It's a flip up ladder type, so, and you adjust your elevation like that. So from what I can gather, these things are zeroed at around 200 to 300 yards with the 308, and yeah, but apart from that, you know, it'll be lovely to have some good sights on it, but it is what it is. It'll be a good scrub gun for shooting pigs, you know, at 100 meters. So nice and light, great short little package. I love short carbine length rifles. So if you liked the video, please subscribe and get on over to the firearmadventures.com and check out a few reviews on some rifles and gear. Thank you very much.